the statistics of the West Indies at Wankhede and also at Kolkata, they lie in the top six. In total, six tall. If you're planning, or are you just putting those stats and focusing on what's to come in 2 weeks' time? Thank you.
Yeah, you were still breaking up, but I think I understand what you're asking. Yeah, once the venues came out, we knew the opposition and the venue. Obviously, Avinash, who is the analyst, would dive into, all the stats, what we have to do. Myself, just on my own memory, we've had good games at the Wankhede. If I go back to 2016, the opener against England, I think we chased down 190, and then we chased down 196 in the semi-finals against India. And Calcutta was also good to us. So we do look at all these things, but at the end of the day, we could have the stats. Is the performance on the day and using the information gathered to your advantage that will matter. And the squad selected, I'm quite confident in them that we could go out there and get the job done.
Okay, Andy.
Right. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Coach Sammy.
Good morning, Andy.
All right. The squad lacks a left arm seamer. Given the potential that they add to a bowling unit, how difficult was it to select the squad and explode Roman demands?
Yeah, every squad brings its difficulties. It's something you've heard me advocate for, a left arm seamer in white ball cricket. We had two of them, Blades and Simmons. Somewhere during last year, they both suffered injuries, but it was good to see Blades back at the start of the year, and he's definitely one we're going to continue to work with, and hopefully both he and Blades could develop at a pace that pushes for a position into the squad. But when you look at the fast bowling department, Jaden, has come on in T20 cricket. His role to try and get wickets for us in the power play with his line and length and control. Alzari Joseph was injured, so in big tournaments like that, experience do matter. And Shumar Joseph coming from injury, Coach Ravi Rampal, loves the work he's put in and will continue to put in, and he expects by the time we get to India, these three guys would be in good stead heading into the World Cup. So it was challenging because Simmons we think is very skillful, but he's definitely one probably after the World Cup to build again, not only in T20 cricket but in ODI as well.
All right. Thank you, Andy. Shresh?
Thank you for the opportunity. Sammy, my question to you is, you can hear me clear, right?
Yes, we could hear you clearly.
Perfect. Coach, it's a special World Cup for you, of course, because you're returning 10 years later to the place which you conquer, at least on the moves there. Can you just tell me a little bit about, the 10-year journey, and from player to retired player to coach, back to the tournament? Can you look back and also look forward and tell me, what are the similarities which you'd expect between the two events and your memories of how Tennis cricket has progressed in those 10 years?
Yeah, it's always a good place to go to. For me, anytime I'm feeling down, I go back straight to Eden Gardens. And for us to be starting the 2026 World Cup at the Eden Gardens, the place where I last really represented West Indies, and to see, some of the players, I think it's only Jason Holder who was part of that team who is still there, and Johnson Charles. But to see the progression, when I look at that squad now with, you see Rovman Powell, Hetmeyer, Chase, the skipper Hope, Matthew Ford, Shepherd, all the all-rounders we have, it reminds me of that team that we had in 2016 in terms of the firepower. I'm pretty sure you heard the captain speaking about, execution and clear execution of roles would be important. But I'm excited going back to India, and I'm excited to see what my men have in store for the public. It feels like the same, because we go into India and I'm pretty sure nobody gives us a chance. And it was the same in 2016. So we have our quiet confidence in the dressing room, and just watching the guys, train over the last 2 days. There's an energy that is telling me something special is about to happen.
All right. Thank you, Shresh. We go to Junior, Joel, and Ian. That's Joel Bailey.
Happy New Year, Head Coach, and to you and your family. How are you doing?
I am doing well. Thank you for your lovely greetings. Happy New Year to you as well.
Wonderful. What is your expectation for this team for the upcoming World Cup? First question, can you win it? And if not winning it, where do you expect this team to finish from a realistic point of view?
The realistic point is we can win it, and I believe so. Like I said earlier, people probably would not give us a chance, but I look at the quality that I have. I look at these guys winning games all over, and it will be the challenges for us to put all this talent together, and again, I will stress back, I feel there's just this energy that once this team landed in South Africa, watch them practice, I think they understand how important this World Cup is, not only for them but for the people of the Caribbean as well. And when we bought that plane from Joburg to India, we are going out there to play a tournament to win. That's the only focus on our mind.
All right, thank you, Junior.
Thank you so much, Head Coach.
All right, Joel.
Joel, you're muted.
Seems as if Joel is not there. Ian?
Good day, good morning. All the best, Sammy. First time I've seen you for 2026, so all the best to you.
Thank you so much. The same to you.
Thank you. You have been the captain of 2 winning teams, and the hallmark of those teams in 2012 and 2015 were the fielding. We had fielders like Bravo and Paula and Andre Russell, yourself, and you're all good fielders. This team, I think this team could match the other teams in terms of batting. We have good batsmen, but our fielding, we dropped a lot of catches now, and all 3 formats we are lacking there. Tell me about that, your thoughts on the fielding and the work that you are going to put into, because you just said that you are quietly confident that something is happening in 2016.
Yeah.
So let me hear about the fielding.
Yes, so that especially, and that's why I could say that. Coach Griff is working tirelessly to get the guys, just doing the basics. Fielding is an attitude, and the attitude I saw over the last 2 days since this squad has been here towards fielding. That's how I know, because everybody loves to bat, everybody loves to bowl. Fielding is the one time the entire team is out there, and the way they've been doing the drills, going through the fielding sessions with Coach Griff, it's something that I've preached for, something that Griff has preached for, and to see it, over the last 2 days, it's just been amazing. It tells me that these guys understand. It's a discussion we've had in the dressing room. You can't keep giving opposition batsmen 1 and 2 and 3 chances. You are putting yourself behind the 8 ball. But what I saw with the attitude towards it, it tells me that, all hands on deck. They're ready for the World Cup.
All right. Thank you, Ian. Final question from Joel. Just use 40 seconds to answer. All right. Seems as if we still have some issues with Joel. Can you type your question if you still...
Thanks.
Okay, go ahead now.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead.
Right, are you hearing me now, right?
Yes.
I'm hearing you.
Yeah, hi, good day. Hope all is well and all the best for 2026. I have 2 questions, but I'll just ask one now on the day. Step as wrong time I have here for one. But the most
I probably the most selection we see here, Quinton Sampson. Quinton, with all due respect, after the CPL last year, we had a Tory team to Nepal, then we had Bangladesh and Iran. Quinton Sampson was not on any of the three teams. How all of a sudden he's now on our City World Cup team? Thanks so much.
Yeah, that's. I expect this type of questions. We've been monitoring Quintin. Obviously, the squad to Nepal against Nepal. You know, the players that were there. It was up to us to give guys opportunities. However, if you look at the balance of the squad, we have three openers. We have the middle order batsmen in Shimron, Rovman, and Shofin. And we needed someone in that middle period who has that ability to challenge the spin like Samson did in the CPL. You know, Akim Ogis played a couple roles like that for us against Bangladesh, but he's injured. And the next best option to play that type of role in the players available to us was Quintin Sampson. So yeah, that was. I know it would have been a surprise decision, but again, when we select teams, we always look at the roles required, and that's it.
All right. Thank you.